Hi guys, it's Blackie for Shaman's Forge Bushcraft. Okay, the final report on the prototype knife by William Collins. Now, as y'all have been following my channel, you know this knife right here was sent to me by William Collins for a field trial and evaluation of the grind on it. I did a couple of videos about it. Now this knife has really proven itself. It slices well, it cuts well, it's easy to sharpen, and I like the various designs and features of this particular knife a lot. And so, because of that, I've been giving feedback to William. And William's been refining his design a little bit. So the other day, after several conversations, William asked me if I would be willing to do a 1-year field trial on the next generation of this design, taking it to the next level. And he showed me the knife, and the working name that we've come up with for it, or I should say that he's come up with for it, is called the Master Woodsman. And so I agreed. And so this knife contributed greatly to the knife I'm about to show you. And as you recall, this double stamp shows this is a prototype. Now I can already hear you. Blackie, what you gonna do with the prototype? Well, I went to the Pathfinder gathering, like I've recently said, and while there I ran into a very nice gentleman named Dan Lutz, L-U-T-Z. I hope I'm pronouncing it correct, Dan. And he and I hit it off, and we talked quite a bit about knives and uses. And he's a woodsman that does a lot of trapping, a lot of skinning, and he really liked this design. So he and I worked it out where he gets the design. So today, this knife, when I leave here, is going to the post office, and it's going up to Dan. And he will be the proud recipient of this, and the Kydex sheet it comes with. It's a really good knife, and I think he's going to really enjoy it. But back to the thrust of this argument. From this, we get this. And let me get close so you can get you a good up close on it. This is the prototype. This is the refinement of it. This is the Master Woodsman knife. Now, as you can see, they're basically the same size, same thickness, but this has got much more of a kukri style blade to it, with this Scandi grind here and the saber grind there, and they've been properly blended. And this prototype, as you can see, it wasn't blended yet. This was a prototype. We were trying an idea. So, introducing the Master Woodsman. Now, as I understand it, there were 4 gentlemen, myself being one of them, that have been asked to field trial the Master Woodsman by William. And I want to tell you, I'm honored to do it, because this is a real nice knife. And as I've said in several of my videos, William Collins makes a damn fine knife, and this one he hit it out of the park. I loved this knife. I picked this up and I fell into a new kind of love. It really feels light and balanced, and it does not feel like a big knife in the hand. The features of it, you've got this straight edge right here, which is Scandi, and then it flows into the saber grind. It comes up to a standard type point, I call it. It's in straight line with it, so it'd be good for making holes, making things like that. On the saber end, it does sweeping cuts very, very easily, almost effortlessly, as you can see on this. It's very sharp too, and it takes an edge just so well. It's 01 tool steel. Now, back here at the Scandi, that's where you're going to do your bushcraft stuff, where you can bear down and hog off big hunks with it. That's where I'm going to use for my splitting, for my baton and anything like that. It's going to be back here on this back edge. Also, the way that the palm has been sculpted, the pinky locks in there so you can choke up on the blade for this work right here. Taking that saber and doing up close cutting work. Also, turning it around, you can take that tip now and using your fingers as levers, take just the tip and make very precise little cuts into something that we're doing. Very well designed. Plus this belly of it, which looks a great deal like a kukri. Now this was the belt kukri I used during my challenge of the kukri. And as you can see, same kind of idea. Now this of course got the drop to it, this one don't, but it's this belly section right here. And on a kukri, this straight edge back here is what you use as your knife edge. This front curve edge right here is what you use for cutting small round things like limbs and stuff like that. And then this section up here is the chopping edge for chopping like a hatchet. So it's like a hatchet, a machete, and a knife all in one. We'll deal with that a little bit later in a more in-depth. When you hold up the Master Woodsman that William kind of custom designed for me, this edge is my straight edge knife edge. It's also my Scandi bushcraft edge. This curve right here is perfect for hooking round things and hooking it and digging in. This belly is perfect for draw cuts. And the way the tip is made right up here at the edge is perfect for choking up way up here on the blade and doing very precise work with that. Well done, William. One solid piece tang all the way, black micarta. And I went and put my little orange thong on there so I can find it, because I like orange on my emergency equipment, my equipment I can't lose. So, the knife is now going to be going through a lot of serious field trials. This isn't going to be a simple evaluation like we did with the prototype. Now it's going to be shelter building, carving, meat processing, skinning. This is going to be my knife for the next year. In all my videos, if this knife can physically do the job, it's going to be doing it. Will it chop a little? I'm sure it will. It's not ever going to be a kukri, but that design has still got all the positive features of the kukri incorporated in it. Now I've already done a little light hacking or whacking with it. You know, it's a new knife, you got to try it out. But it does a very good fluid job. No problem. It just bites in. You hit right here and that edge just draws itself right into it. So it's almost effortless to sit there and just chop into something green. Perfect for doing green woodworking around the camp. And that Scandi is just perfect for shagging off the bark, for getting down and doing the other carving features. And it will take real fine little stuff. I'm sure that this thing is going to be just excellent for doing feather sticks out of it. I haven't tried this. While we're here, why not? Oh yeah, it's going to lift feather sticks real well. So, I did you a good picture at the beginning, and I'll put you up another real good picture here at the end. This is going to be Blackie's knife for the next year. We're going to do an in-depth field trial, and hopefully the input from myself and the other three guys will allow William to fully dial this in like he wants. I'm tickled with this. I mean, I really am. If I didn't know what I needed until he handed it to me. I mean, this is a woodsman's knife. I keep looking at this and thinking of all the things that this would be perfect for, that would be perfect for. And of course, William puts a really good 90-degree spine on it, which is just a bark shredder, a planer. You know, it's the perfect thing for ferro rods, stuff like that. So it's got all the features. Now the knife sheath, did I bring the sheath? Hold one. Okay, knife sheath. The knife comes in one of these Kydex sheaths like this, with this all kind of attachment point back end on it. You push on the lip and pull it out. And it is absolutely rock secure in there. Now, I have not been a big fan of Kydex. I see the importance of it, and this sheath is going to be going with me in a cross draw configuration in a canoe or a kayak. That's what this will be good for. And I'm keeping it for that, just like I said I was going to keep the original Kydex on that. But I've got a leather sheath in mind for this, and that's going to be probably one of my first projects with it, is we're going to make a good sheath for this. Well guys, I'm Blackie for Shaman's Forge Bushcraft. Wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.